just that.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy, the great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
Here we go now. Green 39, Green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
On second down, Elway. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That's a nice sizable gain right there, and you've got to give credit to the offensive line because when you're dealing with a 3-4 defense, your job first and foremost on the defensive line is to hold everything up and allow your 4 linebackers to stay clean, as they say, with no blockers on them and run to the ball and make a tackle. But on that play, to get that type of yardage, that means they weren't able to stay that clean and they made the tackle downfield.
Back to throw. Graham. That's going to be caught. And this will be a touchdown. In for the score. And the Madden legends are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First and 10, Elway. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now a run with Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Elway on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Gun, 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 gun.
To throw on 2nd down. Graham over the middle. That's caught by Rice. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Graham. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got this down to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Johnson on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here we go now.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Johnson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
Gun, 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 gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fights him off. Fighting through pressure. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
One last shot for Elway. And this is going to be caught. On the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
And there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lawrence Taylor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Graham. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go!
Here's Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graham. That's complete to Sharp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Toward the center of of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Chris Johnson, the running back. And now it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On third down, that's Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And while we're still getting used to these new overtime rules, we still know that those 3 points would have been critical. What a big-time block right there.
Boy, it would have been huge. Now a field goal on the other end, and this one's all over.
It changes the math, doesn't it? It changes the thinking, and it changes the whole mindset of this game.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And shedding through the tackle. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. In on the stop, Willie McGinnis.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now, lock it 56. Lock it.
Now what can Elway do here in overtime? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie McGinnis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Off the bootleg. Graham. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! No. Check! Patriot!
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to